Despite the world's highest living standards, the average American remained vaguely discontent, aware that his goal of a better way of life had still not been fully realized. There was something missing.
Weapon synergies. So, you've heard about career synergies. Well, let's talk about weapon synergies. Weapon/talent synergies. So, that is what we're going to do today. We're going to take a look at some interesting weapon/talent synergies, focusing on lesser utilized weapons and or talents. So, I mean, what is a synergy? No idea. But what I do know is that these can easily slot into some fun, creative builds, and it's fun to experiment. Drop the meta, drop that mentality. Your life will improve drastically. I have a friend, Mark. He's a champion player. He started using these synergies in his build, and almost overnight, he went from a champion player to a slightly better champion player. So there you go right there. That is proof positive that absolutely anything is possible. Now, before I get into the video, to prove that I am a legit YouTuber, a quick word from today's video sponsor, which is fruits and vegetables. Get healthy now with the fastest growing trend in health and well-being with fruits and vegetables. Fruits and vegetables come in many varieties and fit in any lifestyle or diet plan. Use the link below to get 20% off your first order of fruits and vegetables or purchase them from any good hardware store. Now, that's it. No giveaways today, just the video sponsorship. So make sure to eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. Now, let's get into it. First up, we have Mercenary, and our synergy is going to be Mason Sword, and we're going to be using that with the ever-hated Hailberg's Tutelage. Hailberg's Tutelage gives us a guaranteed crit every 5 hits, so basically 20% crit chance. However, as a Merc can already get 20% crit chance just from equipment, and his 10% inherent crit chance, it is widely regarded as pretty rubbish. However, we can make it work pretty nicely with the Mason Sword. So, the Mason Sword is of course 2 weapons, one in each hand, and each strike is counted individually. Further, both push attacks and heavy attacks use both weapons, meaning that both those attacks give us 2 stacks of the talent. So if we spam push attacks and if we spam those heavy attacks, we can double the effectiveness of Hailberg's Tutelage, getting those crits out all day long and absolutely massively boosting our DPS. So, not only that, if we run the repeater pistol and scrounger, we can boost our ammo sustain massively on that gun, and the damage boost from the crits mixed with Merc's boosted cleave means we can absolutely murder hordes as always, but it also really helps with the elites. And the other great thing, the repeater is really good for monsters and spraying down packs of berserkers, etc. Also, the other benefit of crits is you can run attack speed on your weapon, CDR on the trinket. You do not have to worry about crit chance as it no longer occurs naturally. So, this is also very helpful with the Merc. More speed is good for the Merc, more CDR good for the Merc. Don't be afraid of the guaranteed crits. Guaranteed crits are actually very, very useful. They get hated on a bunch, but I've found lots and lots of uses for them. And, don't be afraid. Get creative. When other people see garbage, we see opportunity because we are future captains of industry. All right, moving along. Ironbreaker. All right, Ironbreaker, and our synergy is going to be the one-handed axe and Grommel's Curse. Now, one-handed axe is widely regarded as one of the worst weapons in the game, mainly because it lacks any cleave and it has very little stagger. There are a few options though where it does shine, and this is one. So, as I stated before, the one-handed axe is lacking in cleave and stagger, but it does have great damage, great armor damage, boosted crit chance, great attack speed, and high mobility. These are all rather lacking in my man Ironbreaker, so they tend to complement each other quite well. The main problem with no cleave is no CC, so it's very easy to get surrounded, but we can easily make up with that with Grommel's Curse, which means that every time we lose our Grommel armor, which is every 20 seconds, enemies get sent flying back, and they actually get sent flying back quite far. This is going to provide us with that safety blanket and the CC that we're lacking if we do get surrounded. If you find yourself losing your block, you can always run Dowie Defense on the level 25 or run Parry also for the tray. And also you're going to want to run the Troll Hammer for your range. Number 1, because it's one of the most OP, greatest weapons in the game. And number 2, because it can also act as a get out of jail free card if you do get surrounded. So run this synergy. It is actually very, very good. And you can actually put out a lot of high damage. You can easily burn through regular Kata and anything below. And you can do that with a weapon that everybody regards as absolute trash. And guess what? If you do that, people will love you. They'll make comments like one-handed axe Chad in the chat and that sort of thing. And it'll make you feel good about yourself. Trust me. Moving on. Next up, we have Sister of the Thorn. And our synergies are going to be Dual Daggers, At Hardy's Delight, and Repel. Now, Dual Daggers are an excellent weapon if you want RSI. They also have massive DPS potential, insane mobility, 35% dodge distance, But defensively, that's where they get let down. They've only got 2 stamina shields, and they've only got a 40-degree block angle, which is, that's not good. It means that your CC is absolutely going to suck, but we can fix that. And we're also going to boost DPS even further. So, firstly, light attacks and the push attack on the daggers, they apply a bleed effect. Now, this bleed stacks with the bleed from At Hardy's Delight. Combine this with the fact that the light attacks and the push attacks all have 10% crit chance. Heavy attacks do insane headshot damage just in and of themselves, and you can do massive amounts of damage very, very quickly. Now, the problem with the dual daggers is the effective block angle is only 40 degrees, and also that you only have 2 stamina shields. So this is where Repel comes in, which is going to allow us to stagger and push back almost everything with insane force and insane range. It's basically like running a shield, but we've got those sweet, sweet little daggers. So, and the other benefit of this is that it only works at full stamina. However, because the daggers only have half push cost, we're going to be able to run it and spam the dang heck out of it. So that's going to very much help us in the CC department. Ranged, I'd also recommend taking the staff for some further CC, and particularly running Barrage. Great trade on the staff, as you can use the left click option to basically get your stacks up a Barrage and then absolutely go to waste on a monster or anything like that. Very, very good. Hit it with some light attacks, splice in a couple of the heavy attacks, and watch everything die in absolute seconds. So, and as I said, make sure to run stamina on the necklace. But anyway, that's it. That's the end of the video. I've got more of these. If you are interested, let me know. Make sure to eat your... make sure to eat lots of fruits and vegetables. That is the sponsor of today's video. It really helps me out when you do that. And that's about it. If you like more of this stuff, if you want to see some more interesting stuff about Vermintide, well, I don't know if you should subscribe to this channel, but if you feel like it, if you want to support the channel, then subscribe. Do what you got to do. Click the like button. I don't know. Who knows? All right. But anyway, stick around to the next video because I'll be doing a collaboration with PewDiePie. He's actually just started playing Vermintide. I don't know if you knew about that. We're actually good friends. But so stick around for that. That's in the next video. And until then, fruits and vegetables. Goodbye.